Like any news on them?
Oh, nothing, man. They're just like vacationing.
Dormant, yeah. Boy, what a week full of Metallica news. Anyway, I'm Pat Lynch. That's Taco Bob. We're going to check it out now. Some tech news brought to you by JRR and Bud Light's Thursday Night Football. We'll be out again tonight ahead of the Raiders and the Rams game. 6 to 8. We're headed to downtown Sanford.
To the Station Bar and Grub on South Palmetto Ave in Sanford. Starting, like you said, 6 o'clock. We're going to have not only great Bud Light specials, $12 buckets of Buds,
awesome.
Bud Light and Mick Ultra, or $10 pitchers. Also, we have 5 pair of what?
Birthday tickets tonight to give away between 6 and 8.
Again, the Station in downtown Sanford.
I've been wanting to check that place out, hearing very good things about the Station.
All right. Well, we're checking it out tonight. Come check it out with us, 6 to 8.
Ramesh Sunny Balwani will be joining his former girlfriend, Elizabeth Holmes, in prison for the next better part of the decade. He has now been sentenced to 13 years in prison. His former girlfriend, Elizabeth Holmes, these two operated a blood testing startup called Theranos, which got in a whole lot of trouble for overpromising and under-delivering great new technology when it comes to blood testing. What they promised,
there was a movie like this.
What they promised, yes, it's about them. What it promised was they could do most of these blood tests now with just a few drops of blood, rather than having to draw full test tubes and all this. Well, it was a whole big fraud scheme, and both of them are now going to prison.
Good. So, because I watched that, I guess maybe it was a documentary. It was crazy. Because it looked like everything was going to go, it got nuts.
Yeah. If it wasn't a documentary, I guarantee it was based on this.
It had. You just described exactly what it was. Wow.
If you have an Amazon Echo Show 15, you have just been pushed a free software update that will now give your Echo Show 15 Fire TV capabilities. So all of a sudden, now you have another TV in your house.
That's it.
So if you got one of those, that's a good upgrade. That's a nice upgrade there. Uber is launching driverless robo-taxis in Las Vegas.
Again, I mean, getting in the driverless car, we've talked about it. How long is it? I gotta wait at least a year or so, right?
The robo cars are made by driverless technology company Motional and are sent with 2 vehicle operators behind the wheel to monitor the technology and provide added support to riders. Uber said it plans on launching a fully driverless service with Motional in 2023. So I guess to start, there'll be a human sitting there in case anything goes awry.
If there's a human there, as long as they're paying attention, that's the first thing I'm going to check. Although if I'm in Vegas, I'm probably not going to be in any mindset to really worry about it. So when you look...
You'll be a little bit more numb to the situation.
Yeah. So I guess when you pull up Uber, it'll be like Uber X, Uber regular, or Uber driverless.
Right, yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, that's...
Yeah,
they'd have to give you the choice, is what I'm saying, because I don't want to just showing up with no driver.
Microsoft says it's reached a 10-year deal to bring Call of Duty to Nintendo, so players of Call of Duty may have an additional option soon to play that game on Nintendo. That's big. That's big. Apple is now letting developers charge as much as $10,000 for an app. They had a cap on how much developers could charge for their apps. In fact, they've restructured the pricing for pretty much every app in the App Store. The average user isn't going to notice much of a difference here. This is more for the developer side of things. You're going, well, who the hell would pay that much for an app?
A company.
There is a company that offers a piano tuning app that is like $900. I guess it's that good. You now have the app. You could go tune someone's piano and charge them an arm and a leg.
I told you the piano tuning story, right?
I don't know if you did or not.
Remind me to tell you in the Off the Air podcast. Down in the Keys.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, today's off the air. Save it for off the air. All right. Disney Plus ad-supported tier has launched here in the United States. It's going to give you about 4 minutes of ads per hour on average, $7.99 a month. No annual option. So if you're looking for a cheaper version of Disney Plus, you'll have to go through some ads, and it'll be $7.99 a month. HBO Max and Discovery Plus, we know they are going to merge their apps at some point. We now know it's probably going to be spring of 2023. And
price hike?
Well, they have not released how they're going to do the pricing here because so many people have both of those apps. What do you do if you've subscribed to both of those? You've paid for your whole year, and I don't know. They haven't laid all the details yet. We do know it's supposedly now just going to be called Max. Just Max. And it'll be kind of like what Disney does. When you open up the Disney Plus app, it's all the different categories of what they offer. There'll be the HBO stuff, the stuff from Discovery, the stuff from the news offerings, all in one app going forward. Starting in spring of 2023 is the timeline there.
I love streaming, big fan, but just... this one's combining two apps, so it's making it...
It's because the companies purchased, they've combined. So.
Exactly. And so this is, at least that, they're not putting out another one. It's just, combining two. Yeah. But just, there's getting to be too many. Don't make it confusing.
I think a lot of these media outlets are figuring that out. I mean, at some point, people are going to start dropping these just for, budgetary reasons. Yeah. I mean, in the big priority list of life, having 27 apps for your TV service probably isn't high up on the list.
No.
You could get by with maybe one or two.
Especially when a box of cereal is, I don't know, right. Almost $6.
Exactly. On the milk to go with it, I was in a certain big grocery store yesterday, $5.05 a gallon.
Yeah, wonderful.
$5.05 a gallon. Are you kidding me? Finally, there's this. Your internet service provider may be about to get some competition here in a good chunk of Central Florida. Company called Wide Open West, or they go by WOW. They're based in Colorado. Have started laying fiber optic cable in a large portion of Seminole County, and they're also planning on expanding in northern Orange County, giving some of these residents, now you'll have 2-3 choices of wired type service in addition to the 5G services that are being offered by a lot of this wireless providers. So bottom line here is there's going to be more choice and more competition, and hopefully
cheaper internet bills.
I think so. This WOW company is known for their aggressive competitive pricing, so that's probably going to cause a headache for a certain company that's big and been here for quite some time. So if you're in the area where you'll be able to get this, you'll be getting communications and offers from them probably by spring of next year. In fact, if you live in Seminole County, you've probably seen them out laying the fiber. They've been out all over the place.
You saw them.
I did, actually. They were out marking the roadway out by my house, and then they're in the neighborhood, and they were down the road on 436 and 434.
Did you run out there and go, "Don't you mess up my nice grass"?
They just put a couple of little flags in it.
All right, you know what's coming next. The flags for the first thing, and then all of a sudden they're cutting the trenches, and there goes the Lynch lawn. WOW is that service again. WOW.
Yeah, so...
WOW, they're going to mess up your turf.
No, they're not. Come on, Taco Bob.
You say it, we play it. Cast your vote now on our Facebook page at 1011 WJRR. 1011 WJRR.
Orlando's Rock Station.